Have you ever wondered what truly defines a great leader? Is it their titles, their followers, or the applause they receive? Real leadership isn't measured in likes, applause, or job titles. It's measured in silent moments, when no one's watching and no one's recording. Want to know if someone is truly trustworthy as a leader, or just pretending? These 10 situations will reveal the true character of any leader, and you might learn more about yourself than you expect. Want to know the secret to uncovering a leader's true character? It's not about their words, it's about their actions. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 moments that expose a leader's authenticity, integrity, and values. From crisis management to everyday interactions, these subtle yet telling signs will give you insight into what makes a leader tick. Whether you're looking to improve your own leadership skills or evaluate the character of someone in a position of power, this video is for you. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for to determine a leader's true character. So let's dive in and uncover the truth. In a group, a real leader doesn't need to dominate. Their character shows in how they listen, how they include others, and how they let others shine. Watch a meeting. Who talks the most? Who shuts down others' ideas? A leader like Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, actively asks questions to the quietest people in the room and openly credits his team. That's not weakness. That's confidence. Nadella understands that real leadership isn't about having all the answers, it's about helping others find their voice. When a leader doesn't have to be the loudest in the room, it shows that they understand the value of others' ideas. It's a quiet act of strength and humility. When they have power or an advantage, power doesn't corrupt, it reveals. When someone gains an advantage, you'll see whether they use it to control or to uplift. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. He could have sought revenge once he gained the power to do so. Instead, he chose unity and reconciliation. That choice didn't just make him powerful, it showed he already was, long before the power. Mandela's leadership wasn't defined by his position, it was defined by his character. When given power, some seek to use it to dominate and punish, while others use it to build bridges. Mandela showed us that true leadership is about elevating others, not pushing them down. It's about using your power to unite, not to control. When talking about someone who's absent, what you say about people who aren't present says more about you than about them. A strong leader doesn't tear others down to rise. In a meeting, someone criticizes a teammate who isn't there. Does the leader pile on or stop it? Real leadership doesn't allow silent corrosion. It protects those who can't defend themselves. If a leader allows negative talk to persist about someone who isn't present, it shows a lack of integrity. A true leader steps up in those moments, not to defend the absent person for the sake of being liked, but because they believe in fairness and respect. It's about ensuring that the team's culture stays supportive and respectful. When they hear no, rejection activates the ego. But true character shows when a leader hears no and stays calm, curious, and focused. Jeff Weiner, former CEO of LinkedIn, taught his team to lead with compassion. When his ideas were rejected, he didn't push back with force. He reframed them, adjusted, learned. A no is not a threat, it's a chance to grow. When leaders encounter resistance, they have a choice: get defensive or embrace the feedback as an opportunity for improvement. Weiner exemplifies this humility and resilience. The best leaders view rejection not as a blow to their ego, but as valuable feedback to refine their approach. When money's on the table, money reflects inner values. If a leader compromises their integrity for profit, they were never truly leading. Warren Buffett is worth billions, yet he operates with simple, transparent rules. He doesn't chase appearances, he guards principles. Buffett's leadership is rooted in honesty and transparency. For him, making money isn't enough, it must align with his values. Leaders who are willing to compromise their ethics for short-term gain aren't leading in the true sense. They are simply chasing success at any cost. Real leadership demands integrity, even when no one is looking. When they have to wait, waiting reveals self-control. An impatient leader isn't strong, they're reactive. Patience, especially when powerless, is an act of power. Richard Branson has faced thousands of business delays. His team says he remains calm and collected every time. The leader's energy is contagious, for better or worse. Impatience reveals insecurity and lack of control. Leaders who remain patient, even in frustrating situations, show their ability to stay focused on the bigger picture. Branson's calm under pressure is not about ignoring the delays, it's about setting an example for the team on how to stay composed and move forward constructively. When they make a mistake, do you cover it up or face it? Weak leaders blame others. True leaders own it, fix it, and grow. Howard Schultz, former CEO of Starbucks, shut down thousands of stores for retraining when service quality dropped. He could have hidden it. Instead, he chose public humility. That's leadership. When leaders make mistakes, their response defines their true character. The best leaders don't hide their mistakes, they address them head-on, learn from them, and grow stronger as a result. Schultz's decision to publicly address the issue and retrain his team was a demonstration of accountability and a commitment to excellence. When asked for help with nothing in return, real generosity doesn't expect credit. Do you help because you can or only when it benefits you? Simon Sinek calls it servant leadership. If a leader won't help a struggling team member unless it earns them something, their motivation is compromised. Generosity, when it's authentic, doesn't come with strings attached. Leaders who help others without expecting something in return create a culture of mutual respect and trust. Sinek's servant leadership model emphasizes putting the team's needs above your own, which leads to stronger connections and higher loyalty. When interacting with people who offer nothing, a leader's humanity shows in how they treat people who can't offer them anything. The janitor, the intern, the receptionist. A CEO who greets the cleaning crew every day without cameras or praise isn't being polite. They're showing core respect. That's not about manners, that's about character. Leaders who treat everyone with respect, regardless of their position, demonstrate humility and a deep respect for human dignity. The way a leader treats people with no power is a true reflection of their character. It's easy to be kind to those who can help you, but true leadership shines in the way you treat everyone. At the end of a relationship, when professional or personal relationships end, it's easy to get bitter. But a real leader closes chapters with dignity, not destruction. Do you trash talk your former partner or ex-colleague? That doesn't make you bold, it exposes your immaturity. A mature leader honors the past, even when things end on less than ideal terms. They don't dwell on the negative but move forward with respect for what was. It's a reflection of maturity, self-awareness, and strength to close a chapter with grace. These aren't dramatic moments, no cameras, no crowds, no trophies, just quiet tests of integrity. And they reveal exactly who's really leading and who's just performing. You've just seen 10 invisible mirrors of character. Don't rush to judge others. First ask, how do you act when no one's clapping? How do you lead when no one's following? Leadership doesn't start with status. It starts in the unseen. If this video made you think, don't scroll away. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and share this with someone building their leadership journey. On this channel, we don't just talk about leadership, we live it.